Hey everybody, this is Kia B Coloring, attempting to show you how I color every night live. I've had issues trying to get these to work correctly in the past. So I am hoping that this will work. And tonight I am coloring from Maria Trolle's Luna, doing the title page. Let's begin. I'm going to be working on this flower right here. What I like to do, start with the base color. And this is Hot Pink, Prismacolor 993. You'll see I turn the page around. You can get different angles. I had to use my magnifying light the other night. It was helpful to get started, but I think I'm okay without it now. Process Red, PC 994. Prismacolor Pomegranate, PC 195. I just like to layer them. I like to use a little, kind of a small paintbrush just to makeup brushes work too. I like to do some highlights. I think I do my highlights with, this is Deco Pink, PC 1014. And then I go in and fill the dark spots, or actually instead of filling a dark spot, I'm going to be drawing a line to define a little line in the petal there. I just had dinner, so I might burp. Sorry. Wrong color. Back to the Process Red over the Hot Pink. Pomegranate again. As you can see, this is still fairly full-sized. I actually really like this color. I just haven't used it very much. But pomegranate is my favorite Tootsie Pop flavor and now my favorite Prismacolor color. This is Blush Pink PC 928. I'm just using it to get some of those in-between highlights. Just neaten up my lines. A little bit. Usually just will layer on until I feel like it's done. What I'm using for the darker low lights would be Black Cherry, PC 1078. And then with that little fold there, I like to start at the top, go to the bottom. And since there is a curve in that petal, I like to put in the Black Cherry in that little corner, not too dark, just a little bit to just barely darken it. Just to get a little shadow, a little light. I really should be using this. This makes more sense. I'm really picky about how I like my blending to look. I don't like it to look super, I don't know the word. I like it to look blended. I like my lines to be soft and not hard. Hey, Patrick. Good to see you. I forgot we could do that. I'm sorry, Diablo pins. I gave away your secret identity. There's a delay to it. Oh. Yeah, with my book like this, I can't really type on my phone. My phone's actually above my head. So, yeah, I can see comments. I can't really respond. I can try. Thank you, Patrick. Sorry, Diablo pins. And I'm hoping that someday this will translate to YouTube. I think that might be a little bit easier to use than the Instagram video tools. And I see that little space, so I like to take my hot pink. Yeah, and there's my 4 petals, and I like to do basically the same layering. I'm not sure what you would call that part, the top part above the petals before the stem. I will figure out a way to respond and record at the same time, I promise. I'm sure I will. Here's my deco pink. And I like to do the stamen. Let's see, it looks like my pencil sharpener got hidden. I always use my handy dandy little blue stab T-Gal from Japan. You can get them on Amazon. I usually buy them 2 for about 10 bucks. They are disposable, so I guess it's not super environmentally sound, but they work the best. If there was a way to change the blade, I would do it. When I'm doing those little tiny areas, I like to have an extra sharp point. And by the way, all of my coloring is done with Prismacolor pencils. They work great for me. I don't get a lot of hand strain. I feel like they work really well and they blend great. I do have the full set of polychromos, but I have not used them since coloring the Brave Kitten. So what I'm trying to do is let there be a little tiny white space. Slide over here. And then I use my lighter color, my Deco Pink. And yeah, I do color all of the same flowers first. When I approach a picture, I will usually take an element that is most familiar to me, and I will start with that. In this case, it's the fuchsia flowers. So what I will do is I'll color, there's 8 of them, so I'll color all 8, and then I'll move on to the leaves, and then after the leaves, I'll probably do the birds, and these are hummingbirds. So that might be interesting to color. I can do some new combinations with that. I like to take my black cherries, might be a little darker up there. Okay, now I'm going to be doing, Now I'm going to be working with purple. On a fuchsia, this part is usually colored purple. So I'm going to start with my base color, which is Parma Violet PC 1008. What I do is I just fill them in. And then I'm going to take my next color, which is Imperial Violet PC 1007. And then I like to just outline the petal. And just like when I do all the flowers at the same time, when I do the leaves, I'm going to do the leaves on all the flowers. But I'm not to that point yet, so. Okay, now I'm going to be using my my Dioxazine Purple Hue PC 132 for some of those lowlights. And then I just need to blend it out. This is Grade Lavender PC 1026. So I use that for a little bit of a highlight, but one thing when I'm working with these purples is I really like to use the Deco Pink. It kind of just brings out a little more of the purple. With these, I found it was easier to do the sides first and then the center. And here's my purple hue. My pink will pop a little bit. Sometimes I have to go over it a couple of times to get it to look right. Yeah, see, I wasn't sure if people would actually like it. I like coloring. It's super relaxing, but I don't know. I guess I kind of thought it was super boring, and so no one wanted to watch me. But maybe I'm wrong. I've always said that if I could turn this into something more than just a hobby, I would do it. Yeah. Using my Imperial Violet to fill that in. What I like about the Imperial Violet is it's a more of a blue purple. Blue is one of my favorite colors. And also purple. So I like this one. It's a nice combination. Okay, so now taking my Dioxazine Purple Hue. You really got to get in there to get those lines. They're so tiny you can barely see them. I have not figured out how to have a soundtrack other than the ticking clock or my voice, because I don't want to have a copyright violation. And sometimes you got to be careful with these. If you're using these dark colors and you brush it a little too firm, it can take little pieces of wax and smear it across the page. So it's always important to be careful with that. Oh yeah, I love that. I love it when that happens. I don't know why. It's just super satisfying. Oops. Sometimes I forget those lighter colors can leave marks. Think might be done. Oops. Okay, there we go. Thank you for watching me color this fuchsia. I am going to say good evening and until next time.